I have to tell y'all something really exciting. Right before I started filming this, luckily I had not put myself in airplane mode yet because I've learned to do that because if a call comes in, it mutes my tape. My tape. I'm 52. My tape. It's not a tape. Anyway, it mutes my video. So I had not yet pressed airplane mode. And guess what I got? I got a call from Be My Eyes. Do you know about Be My Eyes? Okay, it's an app, Be My Eyes. You download it. And people who have a sight disability. I made a new word, a sight disability. Okay, they're either blind, legally blind, have trouble seeing, okay? They use this app and they call you and it's a video call and they ask you for assistance. I have had people call and ask, tell me where the sidewalk is. I'm trying to find this certain building. What does this sign say? I've had people call and say they've had like 3 12-packs of drinks. Which one of these is the Sunkist? Which one of these is the grape? Sometimes they'll say, tell me what the expiration date is of this food. And today, the call was a gentleman needed help finding the bake button on his range. And he wanted to know where the bake button was and where the start button was. And I got to help him cook some food. I love it. So don't download the app because I want all the calls because it makes my day when I get a call. No, I'm just teasing. Be My Eyes. I love it. And there are like a bajillion helpers and only, a handful of people using the app. So it's really special when you get a call because, statistically, you're not going to get very many of them. And when you do, you got to get on it. You got to jump on it and say answer because somebody else like me will jump on it because it's so much fun and it's very nice that app helps people. I feel like there's a term that I'm not using. That are visually challenged. Okay. I really like sight disability, but they're visually impaired. There we go. Visually impaired. The visually impaired can live a more independent life because of that app. So I'm so excited. It just happened just this second. And I want to share it with you. Let's talk about the lip of the day because some of you may ask, not my favorite. Okay. I'm not much of a frosted lippy girl. And this is a big departure from my normal, but I'm trying some things that are already in my drawer because, I'm on a little kind of a sort of a spending. I've got a credit balance on my Amex right now. So I have, I did pick up something at the Chico's fashion show, but I still have a credit balance on my Amex. So I'm kind of saving it, trying not to spend right now. So this is stuff I've already had. This is my Merle Norman lip liner in the shade. What is the shade? The shade is called Apricot. Okay, apricot. It is called the Merle Norman Plush Lip Liner. And you need to know that it has a brush on one end. And on the other end is a roll-up liner. And don't roll it up too much or it'll break off when you're putting it on. So that's what I have on my lip. And then the lip color is a drugstore L'Oreal. And the color is 444 Tropical Coral. Tropical Coral number 444. And this is what that looks like. Doesn't look like it would be frosted, but it's kind of frosted. My sister would not like this because it has a smell. So if you don't like the old lady lipstick smell, this is not for you. Okay. And let me go ahead and tell you what the perfume of the day, I'm trying to remember to do a fragrance of the day. Today's fragrance is Because It's You. And that is by Giorgio Armani. And there for the life of me can't describe a smell over the video. So maybe if you want to Google Giorgio Armani You or Because It's You, maybe there'll be some description that makes sense to you. But those descriptions never make any sense to me. Unless it says it smells like a rose or it smells like vanilla. I don't know what all that other stuff is. Okay, I have to smell it in person. So today's Over 50 OOTD includes this herringbone necklace that was a gift from my husband. Love it. I keep it. The instructions he gave me, which are from my friend Malcolm at H&A Jewelry in Atlanta, where he purchased this. Last thing on, first thing off. Because if you all remember 8th grade, you know these herringbones, once they kink, it's over. Done. So first thing off, last thing on. So that's what I did today. And I'm loving it. My shirt is from THML. I did briefly look to see if I could find a link for you to link this. I've been unable to, but it's recent. it's current. It's a current purchase from Quarter Century in Laurel, Mississippi. So call them. Call Leslie at Quarter Century in Laurel, Mississippi. Quarter Century in Laurel, Mississippi, and ask her about that turquoise THML blouse that Paula bought over there. And let me just zoom in so you can see the texture. Love it. And she can help find it for you, I'm sure. Bracelet stack. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on, including, you know, say it with me, Catherine Popesco, old stuff. Say it with me, Waxing Poetic. These are in my Amazon storefront, these bracelets. I've got a very, very old costume ring from a store that is not in business here anymore called Turquoise, Turkoyz. I believe the price tag is still in here. It is adjustable, and when I bought it 100 years ago, I paid $24 for it. I love it. I saw it on a girl, and I was like, ah! It looks like, I thought it was $200. You know, because it looked real to me. It looked like a real stone and real gold. I'm so naive. But anyway, $24. I loved it. Okay, so that's my jewelry. Very simple. This is David, what's that called? Oh, I can't remember the name of it. I'm going to pause it while I think. Dean Davidson. Dean Davidson, also from Quarter Century in Laurel, Mississippi. Dean Davidson. I always want to say Dean and Davidson, but it's not. It's just Dean Davidson. Okay, let's talk about my pants. Look at them. One thing you're going to learn about me, especially as we go into spring and summer, is Paula loves a printed pant. Love, love, love a printed pant. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see the pattern on these. Love these. Look how fun this is. Fun. Zoom in a little bit more if I can. These are from Etc. Okay? If I had to guess, I would say these pants are at least 15 years old because I got them from a friend who had them before I ever started selling Etc. So they're older than 2011. I love them. They're not a wide leg, but they're, you know, kind of a little bit of a tiny flare at the bottom. And they have pockets. So be scouting out Etc. Okay? Be scouting that out on those resale shops because, you know, I love me some Etc. The shoe of the day, Pedro Garcia. Y'all know I love Pedro Garcia. They've got the Velcro strap at the ankle. We've got a platform wedge. These are a great neutral. Wear them all the time. Leather with a suede wedge heel. And this color really does just go with everything. And they're very comfortable. It's going to be 80 degrees today. Started out like 60, going to be 80. And they're just a good neutral. And I needed the platform because of the length of the pants. Etc. has a 34-inch inseam. So if you're tall, you might want to check their pants out. But I have to have everything hemmed. But I had them hemmed for heels. So I'm loving these. And the bag of the day, I'm sorry I don't know the name of this. This is also from Quarter Century in Laurel, Mississippi, probably at least a year, probably 2 years ago. I looked everywhere, and I think that originally this bag came with some kind of hang tag that I took off because it got all over the handle and I didn't like it. But there's no tag inside, so I'm sorry I cannot tell you the name of it. Not any kind of famous designer, but maybe Leslie will see this and chime in. I don't know, but it is woven leather, and it's gold, and I really like it. So this is my outfit for today, and I'm going to stage a house. Going to meet my mover at my storage unit. I own staging furniture. I'm going to stage a new listing. I'm very excited to get on the market for some fabulous clients who've done a lot of business with me and sent me a lot of business. So I'm super happy to get to work with them again, and going to do some negotiating, and I'm going to sell some houses today. Whatever you're doing today, dress up, y'all. It'll make you feel better. Really, it will. And you know what else will make you feel better? Helping somebody who is visually impaired or has visual disabilities cook their lunch. So you may want to check that app out. Be My Eyes. See you tomorrow.